The American Union Army in the Civil War is laying siege to their brothers. The rebellious Confederate Army has a massive fortress before the Union in the dreaded Star Formation. According to military theorists, this formation could potentially be defended forever. So, will that occur in this battle? Or will the 1,000 Union soldiers manage to defeat this Star Fortress? Yo, what's going on, gamers? It's your boy, Daily Tactics here, and I am finally back with power. Yeah, all of Thanksgiving, over 24 hours, I did not have, well, I had power, I just didn't have internet, so I wasn't able to record or upload any videos, hence my Thanksgiving special going up the day after Thanksgiving, and this video being delayed, because I was going to post this video as well on Thanksgiving, because the Civil War is when Thanksgiving became a national holiday, but instead I had to delay this video, so oh well, whatever. I hope y'all had a good Thanksgiving, and if you're not American, then this really doesn't matter. Either way, we do have a fun American Civil War battle going on today, baby. We have a Confederate star-shaped fortress here, or at least somewhat of a star shape. It kind of is, because we have the different corners here, and then here. It's like a little bit of a scuffed star, but it's still, one of those dreaded star fortresses that you hear so much about, and how deadly they can truly be. We've got Confederates up top, hundreds of them, with fort cannons primed, ready to fire out at the oncoming Union soldiers, and the Union does have them surrounded, except for the waters here, where there are a few ships looming, but the Union does have them surrounded on all other corners of the fortress here. They have about 1,000 soldiers that are going to be coming forward, and a couple of artillery emplacements of their own. There's one here as well as one over here that should be able to bombard the fortress. So without further ado, we're going to go ahead and get this thing going. We're trying to reach 350k subs by the end of 2021, so if you guys wouldn't mind hitting that subscribe button, we're so close. Also, hit that like button. Let's try and get 1,000 likes in the first 24 hours, and comment down below if you'd like to see some more Born in the Fire America mod. Let's get it going, boys. Alrighty then, gamers, let's go in slow-mo here and press start, and the Union soldiers should begin their march forward, and they are indeed somewhat breaking formation. It's hard to get these guys to stick in formation. I know there is a way to do it. I've seen other YouTubers do it before, and I've also seen it happen in this mod before, like with the Battle of Bunker Hill. That mission, they do like sort of march in formation, but I honestly have no idea how that's done. So instead, we just sort of have them coming forward here. And why don't we go ahead and go into normal speed until bullets begin to fire, and it looks like they're first firing on the western front over here. It is not, in fact, all quiet on the western front, as the Union lines have begun to take pot shots at the Confederates off in the distance. There's a lot of hills and shrubbery over here for cover, so this could be a tough area for the Confederates to actually hit any Union soldiers, but simultaneously the same thing sort of goes for the Union here, as they're gonna have trouble lining up shots on these Confederate blokes in this first barricade over here. Already a couple of Confederates going down and dying. Officers taking out their spy glasses to see where the Union chaps are. This guy then takes out his pistol and begins rounding off at the Union soldiers. Pistols in this very, very good, because they are the only guns that really this era has access to beyond Gatling guns that can let off multiple shots in quick succession, at least in this mod. Maybe not in real life, I don't know, I'm not really a gun expert, but in this mod they can let loose 6 powerful shots to take out enemies. However, they aren't very far reaching. They can only fire a few meters away, so once they come into distance, they are pretty powerful, but beyond that it is a little bit tough. Either way, this is going pretty well for the Union. Only a few Union soldiers dying on the ground currently. We could actually highlight the bodies. Oh, okay, actually quite a number died back here too. But the Confederates are getting toppled here for the Union. Ooh, more Union soldiers coming up over the top and dying. Ooh, the Confederates actually being real cheeky. this pistol officer right here getting a good number of shots off at close range, and then the rifleman supporting with longer shots. This right here is actually a sharpshooter as well, so he's a bit of a sniper class. Either way, I'm sure the battle is happening in other parts of the battlefield as well, and it looks like it is indeed. We've got more troopers down mid also firing away bit by bit. Why don't we go into semi-slow speed, because after all, it is the Civil War, so battles progress a little bit slower than if this was World War II or Star Wars or anything like that. And then on the far right over here, the eastern front of the battlefield, we do have a number of Confederates going down. Actually, these blockades for the Confederates are getting walloped by the Union soldiers. Union soldiers dying in spades over here as well. I have seen a large number of bodies, but the back lines are doing some good supportive fire. Ooh, especially over here. A lot of dead Union soldiers over here. And I think, first of all, we've got these troopers down on the ground here who are taking pot shots at them, as well as the large lineup of troopers over here. And I think that these fort cannons have been firing out and getting some good shots on a lot of those Union soldiers down there. Let's go into normal speed here. The fort cannons do require a lot of time to go ahead and reload, so we might not be able to see these things fire out for quite some time. But the Confederate soldiers here reloading their rifles and taking good pot shots out at the Union soldiers and getting some good kills, hopefully with those weapons to stem the Yankee tide. But the Yanks also hopefully managing to get close enough to take out a lot of these Confederates. Ooh, this trooper, he's going in. Wait, where'd he go? Oh, there he is. He's in the fortress technically. Go, son. Ooh, but he gets shot down by a rebel gunman right there. But yes, the Yanks clap back and take out that soldier. Way to go, chaps. You love to see it. Fort cannons up here, positioning. It looks like that one is just reloading now. We saw some movement from that trooper. This one also moving a little bit to calibrate its shot, while the rest of the Confederate infantrymen sort of reload their weapons and things like that. Down mid here, we do have these Confederates basically getting washed. Oh, big Yankee charge over here. Go, Union chaps, go. They're moving fast and hard against these Confederates over here. But a bit of a slaughter here. Yes, lots of dead Union soldiers over here on this western side of the battlefield. They were doing well earlier, but now they are beginning to meet their maker, dude, as the Confederates just pile in fire. I think a big portion of that has to do with all of these Confederates in the trenches over here. I mean, this is just a powerful trench line filled to the brim with Confederate soldiers who are able to take a lot of shots at the enemies. And then, of course, we've got further back troopers over here, also pretty stacked. Soldiers on this bridge here, pretty stacked as well. And then troopers up here along with fort cannons. So there is a lot going on, especially on the western side of the battlefield. I will say that I think the western side is probably the best defended, and that's because that's where the gate entrance bay is. That is sort of the last stand defense right in the middle here for the Confederates, so it does make sense that they have the most defenses sort of stacked up on this end of the battlefield. Again, the ramparts of the fortress just absolutely pummeling the Union with fire, and I don't see really any Confederate soldiers dead up here. There's like a couple over here. Actually, this side does have a number dead, but this side has almost no dead Confederates over here. Wow, okay, so yes, this star-shaped fortress is doing work here for the Confederates. Let's go back in semi-slow mode here, and I simply do that because it's less laggy. If we go on full-on speed, you know, we're looking at like 7 FPS, but if we go in semi-slow mode, we're looking at more like 11. It just has to do with the size of the battle, and then another thing is, you know, with a Star Wars battle of this caliber, as well as like a World War II battle of this caliber, we'd probably be getting okay frames per second. But since there's so much musket and rifle fire on the battlefield here, all the smoke acts as particles, which causes my computer to lag a little bit more. Either way, we got Union boys coming up over the hillside over here, passing by these barricades and moving up over into Confederate space over here. They are starting to take a lot more pot shots at these Confederate bunkers over here. The fort guns trying to reload and calibrate their shots to fire out, but a lot of Confederates are going down in the meantime from incoming Union fire here. I don't think I've seen a fort gun fire once, which is quite peculiar, actually. Yeah, this one's got no kills. Can it even fire? Oh, well, this one has no soldiers. When did they die? Okay, this one does have a soldier on it, and it's fully reloaded. Can it fire? Let's see. Hold up. We can check it out here. Yes, it can indeed fire. Is that even gonna get any kills? Oh, came close. It did come close right there. So I don't know why they're not exactly firing a whole awful lot right there. I guess I'll let the fort guns deal with themselves. Is the Union artillery firing at all? Let's head back here and check it out. So we've got a number of Union artillery, and they have no kills as well. Let's see, can they fire? We'll take a pot shot at the fortress here. How about right here? It's just sort of a lob shot. We won't know. Did the shell go out at all? Let's find out. Oh, there it goes. It does strike the wall right there. So both artillery pieces do work, but it seems like neither side is actually firing their artillery. So I guess the point is moot right there. Since neither side is using it, it really doesn't matter. It's not one side is less even than the other. Does anyone know why that glitch is happening? I thought the fort guns would work in this battle, but they seem to not want to fire. They're on free fire mode, right? Yep, they are on fire at will. So I am not entirely sure why none of the artillery for either side is really firing here. If you guys know how to fix that for a future video, please let me know in the comment section below. Anywho, we do have the Union soldiers over here finally pushing up into this area here and actually making some progress forward. As you remember, there's a lot of dead Union soldiers over here. They took an absolute beating, but it seems like they have delivered some punishment of their own to the Confederates over here, killing a large number over this way, and now moving on into the interior section of this fortress. Many more Confederates now laying down behind their cover here, ready for a sort of surprise attack against the incoming Union infantrymen. Also, we've got the troopers on the bridge here who are a little bit lower down, so I think it's easier for them to evade shots. These troopers up here are mostly dead. There's still a couple left alive over here, a couple sharpshooters and an officer right there, which is going to be helpful for them for sure. And then, of course, the fortress itself still has a solid number of troopers left alive. Let's see if we can't clip our position in here and check out a little bit of firing going on over here. Here we go, sharpshooter coming up. Takes a pot shot. I don't think he hit anyone right there. I didn't really see any Union soldiers drop to the ground in the distance. Maybe he did. Who knows? You know, only time will tell. Well, I guess we could tell by seeing how many kills this guy has. If he has none, then we know. If he has more than one, we don't know still. Bob Ramirez here. Strange name for a Confederate. 2 kills. Very nice. Very nice. And then Cameron King next to him has 2 kills as well. The fort gun here, of course, doing nothing. We take another shot there. And it lands, and it gets no kills. Okay, I tried to help you. This officer here, Dick Richard Foster, has 1 kill. This fort gun, again, not firing out. I'll take another pot shot for it, why not? Just for fun. And there she lands, and it actually does get 4 kills. The first fort gun kill of the day. This soldier right here, Joseph Clark, has 1 kill. Kenneth Hill has none, and Jordan Cook has none as well. Over down this way. Whoa, Neil Spencer, a sharpshooter here, has 7 kills. Very, very impressive from Neil right there. A lot of the troopers up here on the ramparts in the middle section towards the entrance of the fort are now getting a lot of kills and a lot of action going as the Union soldiers creep in closer and closer over here. Of course, the Union is taking a bloodbath really here, but they're finally getting into the inner part of the fortress here. Whoa! Fort cannon fired on its own. Did you guys see that? They actually did it. They flippin' did it, dude. Okay, I have no idea why that fort cannon all of a sudden... Oh, they're actually firing. Did they just need to be really, really close? I don't know. Wow. And that was a bloody shot too right there. My fellow Yanks taking an absolute beating from that fort cannon shot. Oh man. Wow, okay, well, I'm at least glad the fort guns are finally firing. I don't know what it is. I mean, they all have the range to fire. I mean, they have extreme range. You saw, we fired those fort guns really, really far, but for some reason, only when they're really, really close will they fire. So, I don't know. I don't know, man. It's tragic. It's a tragedy. It's no good. All right, either way, I think the reload time is still pretty steep for these suckers, so might be a long time. Oh, no, they've got another shot loaded. I wonder if they are going to fire again. Oh, there she blows. And it does manage a couple more kills. This one's got 7 kills now, and this one's got 6. I mean, those aren't enough kills to really make too much of a difference, I would say. But hey, man, at least they're actually firing at this point. Are these at all? Nope, none of these have any kills, and I really don't understand why. Should we just, like, push them forward here? You guys want to walk on forward and try and enter into the battle a little bit more? Will you? Yep, they will if we push them on forward. All right, let's move the Union artillery up, I suppose. I mean, the Confederates are getting artillery shots off. We might as well let the Union soldiers have the same possibility in this battle as their Confederate counterparts. Plus, I just want to see some big boom booms, to be completely honest, against this fortress here. Let's be real, some big boom booms would be very, very nice. Either way, Confederates on this corner absolutely destroyed. Confederates over here still doing pretty well, actually. This area over here in sort of the southeast section of the map is doing very, very well. They have gotten a solid number of kills as well. I mean, look at all these dead Union soldiers back here. They have actually been kind of MVPs of this battle. That Fort Cannon gun does end up getting shot down right there. This one's still alive, but I'm not entirely sure if they're actually going to fire at all. So that is yet to be seen. Ooh! More Fort Cannon fire. Look at that. Another shot. This one's now firing out. Okay, this one has 5 kills, and this one has 1. Oh, wait, I fired this one last time, so, you know what? At least I like to see it that some Fort Cannons are indeed firing out, and there we go. Another massive shot against Union soldiers right here, taking out a solid number of them. Yikes, okay. Union is getting right up against these walls here and firing as much as they can up at these Confederates, but it's just such a brutal formation where the Confederates can fire at them at multiple different angles that it's very, very hard for the Union soldiers to actually get a grip here and get the kills they need to break on through. Not to mention, when they do eventually break through, hopefully at least, they're going to be facing a lot more resistance. They've still got soldiers here, they've still got soldiers up here, and then they've got an entire arsenal up here, as well as soldiers up top here who can fire down at the Union if they do manage to bust through. So, still a lot of work for the Union soldiers to get done here by the end of this battle. All right, I'm going to take a sip of water here. I recommend you do as well. Daily Tactics patented water break. Yeah, baby, let's be hydro homies. Come on, son. We gotta be hydro homies up in here. All right, more Fort Cannon fire out here. This one right here striking very, very close to itself, actually, right there. Brutal shots right there. These shots definitely being the most effective for the Confederates, as they have taken out large swaths of Union soldiers over here, and the Union soldiers just continue to gather up right there. Holy cow. All right, let's see how these rebels are doing. 10 kills on this one and 18 on this one. Wow, these cannons lasting a long, long time here. Yes, sirree, they are indeed. A couple of officers firing out this way. I'm actually surprised they have that much range. How much range actually does one of these cavalry pistols have? Let's see here. Let's stand this trooper up. All right, it has a range of not very far, actually. Never mind. I think it's like 45. Yeah, 45 meters. At least I think it's meters. I'm not entirely sure. So I mean, these things can really not fire very far at all. It kind of get what you get with that gun, but once they do come into range, you get 5 to 6 shots depending on the pistol that you get to take at the enemy Union infantry, which they can one-shot if they get headshots, so that can be absolutely brutal, baby. All right, Union trying to come forward here, laying down in these ditches and taking some pot shots here at the Confederates, but I mean, this defensive position is absolutely brutal to try and take. Why don't we truly go into full speed here? As many more soldiers have died on the battlefield, we might be able to see some better action at higher FPS. And yes, we are finally getting about 20 FPS here, and we're able to see this battle in all of its glory, baby. And yes, it is beautiful. Yes. Oh, this is looking absolutely dope. Have you guys ever actually seen that movie Glory with is that Matthew Broderick and I think Morgan Freeman? Are those the two main actors? I think so. It's a great movie. I really, really enjoyed it. Fantastic movie. I had to watch it for AP United States History back when I was in high school. But a great movie. Really fun. Had a great time watching it. Sad, too. All right, more Union soldiers trying a little bit of a bayonet charge over here, but getting tanked by a lot of incoming Confederate fire. They're just not being able to breach this section of the enemy defenses here. Still more Confederates up here, and the nasty part is, look how they're fighting. I mean, we'll watch these guys come up, pop a shot, and then duck right back down. So there is literally a split second of time in which the Union soldiers can actually get a kill on these guys. It's a miracle they've killed any of them at all, because it is next to impossible to manage to get a shot off in time to kill one of these guys. Like, you have the tiniest of reaction times available to actually kill those guys. So very impressive that the Union has killed any of them all, and a really tight position for the Confederates. This guy has 4 kills, this guy has 4 kills. These artillery pieces, both no kills. This one has 1 kill. Ooh, a soldier did just die right there, and this guy has 6 kills. Dang, son. All right, but either way, the Union getting more cocky and pushing up in here, and they have taken out the majority of the bridge defenses here. There's still a couple of soldiers left alive here, still a couple up here. None of these troopers really have any grenades. There were very primitive types of grenades at this time, but they weren't very effective, and not a lot of units actually have them. Another soldier moving off over this way. This is actually quite a cheeky little flank he's going for here. Oh, look, there. A meeting of the men. 1 trooper from the east and 1 from the west crossing by each other. Brilliant. Actually, speaking of which, let's check over here. This little corner shop over this way has taken an absolute beating at this point in time. This corner got destroyed long ago. Troopers down center, really suffering pretty big time right now. These 2 cannons still alive. This one has 24 kills now, and this one has 26, and the Union still stands there. I don't know what these guys are doing, but it's just not smart. They're just sitting here getting walloped, and more Union soldiers in the inner part of the fortress over here getting walloped too. They're firing lining a lot of the Confederate soldiers up here, try to get a few picks on them, but it's just not working. If I was the Union general at this point in time, I would just order my troopers across this bridge and hope for the best. I mean, numbers at this point, the initial 1,000 Union soldiers, they are dwindling. It is truly not going well for them. Their numbers are going down heavily. They are not maintaining the same fire they were before, and at any point now, they could just be absolutely donezo with this battle. Okay, this cannon has gone down, but this cannon is still alive. At least one of them has finally gone down here. Yeah, honestly, I would just set up the Union probably like right on this side here, because you could actually fire into the choke point from back here. That's actually a pretty good break right there. So just set up troopers right here, fire on in, enter into the fortress, and then deal with the troopers from within. Firing in from the outside is abundantly clear to not be working very well. Not working at all. Either way, I have to pause the recording for just a second because anytime I go over 20 minutes, the audio file gets all messed up, so I gotta be right back. And we're back, baby. Okay, here we go. Union still continuing to fight here against the Confederates. This cannon, man. Oh my God, it just continues to wreak havoc against the Union. Has the Union artillery done anything at this point? Have they done anything to help? No. Well, this one's kind of tilted the wrong way, so that might be it. This one's reloading. Oh, these 2 are actually firing. Union artillery finally partaking in the battle. So similarly to the Confederate artillery, apparently they just need to be really close to actually fight in the battle here. However, let it be known, this is not me being a dummy dum-dum. Like, take for example this Union artillery way back here. They can still fire this far. Look at this. They can fire this far, which is, yeah, look. They can fire 210 meters. Look, I'm taking a shot right now. Check this out. Yep. Well, I don't know why they won't fire at this distance, but they simply won't. Also, all of the Union flag bearers being cowards in the back. Come on forward here, boys. You don't want none of this. Come on. Come on up here. We don't want no cowards in our army. Get on up here. Giddy up, boys. Come on forward. Here we go. Yeah. Flag bearers. There they go. Oh, that man dropped the flag. That's disgraceful. Oh, so did these guys. All right, they all took out their pistols. I guess if they're going in, it's fair that they could just, you know, they could go ahead and defend themselves. Either way, these 2 chaps, though, they're going all in with these flags. Yeah, bring them in, bring them in. Nice job, boys. Give them heck, baby. Woo! 1,000 Union infantrymen, and many of them dead at this point. If we go ahead and check out the deaths on the battlefield here, yellow are dead Confederates, red are dead Union troopers, and the Union, man, oh, yeah, it's brutal. I mean, the deaths sprawl all the way back to here. I mean, that's well, all the way back here. That's forever away from this fortress. Holy cow. and I'd say the most is definitely over here on the west. It has just been absolutely brutal, this battle here. Absolutely atrocious to be a part of. You would not want to be in this. Ugh, and there we go. More shots from the fort cannons up top here. This one now having a outstanding 24 kills, and this one having 36. This one did end up dying, though. Looks like it did explode, perhaps from the Union artillery, which is now coming into play. Also, more Confederates over here dead. A few troopers left alive over this way. And this guy over here still not firing, and this guy also not firing, but there's still some soldiers over this way left alive too. Union coming up the back here, underneath the bridge here. Just a few troopers. They're probably not doing too much. Some more line fire over here, striking against the Confederates. And some more just scattering shots over here. Some troopers just being absolutely useless over here. The Confederates still have a lot of troopers left alive. The Union still has a lot of troopers left alive. It is truly anyone's game here at this point. Why don't we go into fast speed for a little bit here? And let's just let them fight it out for a bit. You know, let them duke it out. Oh, we actually have a few Union soldiers attempting to enter into the battlefield over here. Seems like they bayonet charged from this position over here. And ended up either getting shot in the back by these troopers who they didn't see, or the troopers in the front who they likely did see, but stupidly charged, I must say. All right, more soldiers over here firing away. Union batteries managing to take out another one of those bad boys right here, but this one still being absolutely lethal on the battlefield. I have a feeling 37 kills. Yikes, boys, yikes. Whoo, you hate to see it for the Union lads. Tons of soldiers being absolutely useless back here for the Union. While the rest of them up front here also being useless, but at least in the correct position. Now the Union soldier tries the bayonet charge. They're trying to come up over this bridge here, but they're just getting absolutely clobbered by these Confederate defenders who are just chilling here, pouring lead into these boys and killing them one by one. Yikes. It's just not working out. And there goes the bridge right there. It seems like Union artillery blowing that thing up. Or it could have been Confederate artillery too, I suppose. Could have been one of these. I'm not entirely sure who it was. But either way, that is now gone. Tons of Union soldiers over here. Tons of Union soldiers over here. They're all just glitching into the wall. And that is why I think right about now it's about time we go ahead and group up these Union soldiers and get them back on track here. I mean, let's be honest, now is the time for the final assault. Most of the wall defenses here for the Confederates have been dealt with. There's a few pieces still alive, and they will still be effective later in this battle as well. But for the most part, I will say that the Confederate wall defenses have crumbled, and the Union is just sort of wasting time doodling about on the sides of the walls here like absolute dinguses and not actually fighting in this battle. So we're going to go ahead and start pushing all of these troopers around. I mean, look, they're just glitching into the side, doing absolutely nothing, not being helpful to the cause at all. So we're going to just go ahead and real quick pivot all of them to actually go ahead and assault in this battle and continue the siege of the fortress here, because right now it's just painful to watch them do basically nothing. What amounts to basically nothing. The only thing doing anything is the artillery right now, which you know, while as fun as that is to watch, it gets a little bit boring from a viewer standpoint. And I do make these videos to entertain and for us to see big bombastic battles. So therefore, we got to bring some soldiers forward here in an assault. Okay, there we go. All the soldiers, or at least most of them, should be coming forward now, and I am anticipating a bit of a slaughter here for the Union. Okay, so we have 3 Confederates right here holding these stairs. Sadly, these rifles, of course, can only fire one at a time, so those 3 soldiers don't really make too much of a last stand right there, but they do get 3 kills, which is pretty nice. More Union soldiers firing into the fort here. The Confederates yet to take a loss. Oh, and there we go. 1 soldier dying right there. The rest still holding out, and they are still getting a lot of fire in. You see this dip right here. These soldiers are almost under the stairs, so it's really hard for the Union to actually fire at them, but they can easily fire at the Union as they round up over top those stairs right there. So Union working their way forward, but it is a mass slaughter. The Confederates have set up this fortress really nicely to make it extraordinarily difficult to actually lay siege to successfully. I mean, the Union's doing their absolute darndest here to come forward, but it is tough. Here we go, though. The slowness of the reload here finally coming into effect. A couple of officers firing pistols, which will be helpful, but the rest of the riflemen have to take their sweet time reloading these guns, which allows the Unions to sort of come into this choke point. Choke points really don't work as well at this time, you know, at this era, unless you have like 500 men in here or Gatling guns or artillery. They do have a lot of men in here, so they're holding out pretty decently, but it's probably just not going to be enough. The Union can just sort of brute force this relatively easily. That being said, the Confederates putting up a decent fight here, killing a whole lot of Union soldiers. Wow, it is definitely a slaughter right here in this little entranceway. Yikes! Union coming on in, firing, having to reload. You know, bayonet charges just really don't work super well in this mod, so that's not really an option for them. They're just going to have to continue to do this. They do have a few more forces coming on in. These troopers are glitched right here. Let's get them onto the bridge right here. Also, we still have a number of soldiers doodling about back here, not doing anything, not actually participating in the battle. So those guys can also come on forward here. Come on, everyone onto the bridge now, please, everyone. Yes, onto the bridge. Beautiful, beautiful. Okay, it's the majority of the Union soldiers coming forward now. There we go. They just don't have a lot of troopers left. The Confederates do still have a solid outpost up top here. Solid number of troopers down here, too, although dwindling a little bit. They've got a couple cannons up here that aren't really going to amount to much, but they've got soldiers back here. They've got soldiers back here. And they've got a few soldiers back here. So, honestly, this is anyone's game still. This battle has been very hard to predict, if we're being completely honest. There's almost no way to predict, you know, who's going to win this battle after all, as both sides have been making strides and then reaching setbacks and things like that simultaneously. Look at that. One soldier tries to come up here, and the Confederates just absolutely clobber him. There is a Confederate medic right there tending to some troopers. More Union soldiers try coming up these stairs. More and more, actually. In fact, if they can make it up there before the reload happens, then they will have a strong position. And there we go. They take out 2, 3 Confederates right there. And now this officer turns around with his pistol, takes out 2, 3 soldiers himself. The clap back, my friends. All right, this Confederate officer still managing to kill these guys. How have the Union soldiers not killed him yet? That one Confederate officer getting multiple kills all at once. They left soldiers alive down here, though. They just sort of bypassed that and just went, nope, we're not fighting that. All right, still a few Confederates up here. That guy does end up going down. Few over here as well. Why don't we go ahead and do the Confederates a favor by taking these soldiers off of the guns here. And now these artillerymen can whip out their pistols and help support in this battle here. So there we go. Taking all of the Confederates off of the guns so they can make their last stand here. And these are pistol troopers. The artillerymen do hold Colts, and so therefore they are going to be a tough nut to crack, because these are the perfect gun for this situation during this era of warfare. More and more Union soldiers are going down. They have barely any left up top here. Many of those who charged forward are dead at this point. Here's a few more artillerymen right there holding out. More Union soldiers coming on in now. They finally did kill these guys over here. Wait, is that guy still alive? Or is he just sitting funny? He's just sitting funny. Okay. Oh, wait. No. Is that a Confederate? Yo, that is a Confederate right there. And he's got 3 kills, too. What is he doing? Oh, Union soldiers taking pot shots at him. They do end up killing him right there. Yikes. Okay. Still got 1 Confederate rifleman over here. Okay, these artillerymen did end up going down. There's still 4 soldiers left alive over here, 3 of which with pistols, and then these 3 artillerymen all laying together over here. They take out 1 soldier who tries to charge him, but just does not succeed at all right there. All right, Union soldiers gathering up top here, but they are having to reload their rifles so slowly. It's so slow. Soldier! No, he does end up dying. Yikes. Another soldier right here takes a pot shot. Misses the sharpshooter over here. How's this guy doing? Got it, sir. Alfred Allen. Nice alliteration there. He's got 2 kills. Count them, 2 on the battlefield. All right. Where's the last of the Union? All right. A bunch of them still dipping around down here. Why don't we just go ahead and push them up here? This video is verging on super long, so I'm gonna just go ahead and hustle these guys up here to get the last of the Union soldiers up, see if they manage to do anything. They do take some shots over there, mostly ineffective. There's still soldiers left alive over there. This one trooper over here, Alfred, does end up going down by another burst of Union armor. Look at him run and reload. It's so derpy. I think these 3 artillerymen over here could be absolutely brutal to the Union infantry, though. These guys could manage to get a lot of kills with their 3 guns. If you think about it, how many shots do these guns have? They got 6 bullets apiece in these. So they could easily take out 18 troopers if they get headshots, which would be absolutely insane. Odds are they probably get body shots, which is like a 2-shot kill, I believe, with a pistol like that. So, you know, still 9 kills could, potentially. You know, there's no guarantee they don't miss shots, but it is what it is. All right, the Union, I think, is under the impression that they took the fortress because now they're just standing here. So we'll send a squad over this way to try and kill these last few guys. But, you know, either way, even if the Confederates do lose this thing, they put up a heck of a fight, and the Union also put up a heck of a fight. Both sides taking absolutely extreme losses here. Okay, those guys only had a few in the chamber to start off with, so that was a complete failure. 1 soldier left. Oh, he's back up. Oh. Yeah, they settled that pretty quick. Only 1 killed there because it seemed like those guys only had about 1 or 2 bullets in the chain. What is happening here? Wow. It's like something Jim Carrey would do or something like that. They only had a couple rounds in the chamber, so they did end up dying. The Union does manage to take this fortress with about 3 or so squads of troopers left, probably like 30 or 40 under their man here. They've also got their artillery up here too, which had to get closer. I never brought these 3 up. Just brought these 3 up. The fort cannons here only ended up firing, of course, at themselves when the Union got very, very close. So a bit of a glitchy battle overall, but still very, very fun. I mean, deaths all over this battlefield. Red are dead Union soldiers, yellow are dead Confederate soldiers. It was just an absolutely brutal and bloody, bloody battle. This was seriously rough, but that's what you get with the Born in the Fire America mod, baby. Either way, guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Please be sure to hit that like button, subscribe if you have not already, and comment down below if you'd like to see some more of this in the future. All right, guys, thanks so much. Peace. I hope you guys enjoyed that video. Be sure to click that subscribe button for more content, and hit the notification bell if you'd like to be alerted to whenever I live stream or upload. Thanks so much.